Hi, I'm Trevor Lewis, and this is another video from the Voyager Middle School STEAM Lab. This is a video that's going to introduce to you the idea of conditional statements and coding. So hopefully by now we've already figured out how loops work. We're going to add the next thing in, which are conditional statements. Sometimes we just call that conditionals. So a conditional statement is of this form. We have an if-then statement. If the condition is true, then the action will happen. So a condition is something that could be true or it could be false. And the reason we use these in computer science is sometimes we can pre-program all of the actions, but a lot of times we want the computer program or the robot to actually make the decision on its own. So we use this all the time. So for example, you look out the window. If it's raining, then bring the umbrella. Right? And if it's not raining, then you don't bring the umbrella. So that's how an if-then works, right? If you're going to program a robot and you wanted the robot to get dressed in the morning, you'd say, if the temperature is above 65 degrees, then put on shorts. The problem with that sort of code is if the condition is false, the action doesn't happen. Well, you don't want the robot leaving the house with nothing on the bottom, so you need an if-else then. So then we need if this is true, then do the action, else do some default. So if it is warm, then put on shorts, but else better have those pants. So those are the two different types of conditions that we're going to talk about. So I'm going to use this Minecraft project in code.org as an example. So here's Steve, and I'm going to program Steve to move forward. So right now I've got when it runs, repeat 10 times, move forward. So he's going to move forward 10 times. So he's going to walk 2, 3, 4, 5. We ran into some problems because there was some water there. So I could write this program without using a conditional statement. I could say move forward 6 times, and then let's place a piece of bedrock, and then I could move forward some more. Let's move forward 3 more times. So then let's see if I counted right. Nope, didn't count right. So I have to place that bedrock a little sooner. So you can see this takes a little bit of trial and error. You might be familiar with this from those other ones. Oh, that didn't work. So, you can kind of go through this one little step at a time, okay, and try and get it to be the right kind of thing, right? Maybe it was because I placed bedrock. I should have placed something else. Let's place farmland. So, or maybe I miscounted. It looks like I'm putting it in the wrong spot. So you can see what's going on here. You can see how I'm trying to fine-tune this, and you can see that I'm struggling a little bit. But even worse, what if I want him to go a different way? So let's turn around twice first. Turn left, and then turn left again. I'm going to go south this time if we put a direction on it. And you can see that when I went south that way, I had a different number of move forwards. So, or maybe it was the same. I don't know because I'm struggling either way. But let's make it so Steve can make his own decisions. So we're going to go south, and we're going to go all the way 10 times. But what I'm going to do is I'm only going to move forward if the square is empty. So now every time Steve is about to take a step forward, he checks, is it empty in front of me? And if it is, he moves forward. So now this will help me avoid running into things. So what if I instead of turning right, let's turn left. And you can see that there's some or to my left. Let's switch this to turn left. And he won't run into the or because he's checking all the time to see if it's empty in front of him. Without that check, if I run into the or, I'm going to bonk my head over and over again. So that's not so great. So let's go ahead and make sure that I'm checking to see if it's empty. But in addition to that, maybe I want to clear the path ahead of me. So let's destroy a block after each time I move forward. So I'm not checking anything. I'm always just destroying a block. But if there's something in front of me, I'll actually get something out of that. But you can see I still haven't solved the water problem. So maybe after I make sure there's no block in front of me by destroying the block, and maybe I don't even need the if empty anymore, but I can check to see if there's water. If I'm destroying a block each time, do I need to check if it's empty? Let's try it without. But if there's water ahead, I'm going to place jungle planks ahead. Oh, that was the problem I was having before. I wasn't placing ahead. So now you can see he's going to make it all 10 steps, I think, all the way to the edge of the screen. So what if I, instead of turning left, I can turn right? See, because now not only have I taught Steve how to get through this, but I've made sure that if he runs into water, he's safe because he's going to place some planks in front of him. So this example doesn't have an if-else example, but you can see that I can safely go any which way I want to go using this same code. And then as you come across new challenges, like the lava in the lower right-hand part of the screen, I can end up revising my code. So what if I'm going to click on this and I'm going to do a Control-C on the keyboard, Control-V, copy-paste. So I'm going to go 10 to the right and then turn right again and go down. So let's go all the way over to the right. I don't know if you notice I went one too far, but he's not checking for lava, which is going to be a problem. So in this second one, I want to check for lava. So I'm going to grab another if, and I say, I'm checking to see if there's water, but after I check if there's water, let's check to see if there's lava. And if there's lava, what can I do to avoid lava? Well, let's try placing bedrock ahead. Let's see if this is going to work. And this time I'm going to actually go down one, because I think I'm running into the wall once there. Let's see, I'm running into the end of the world. So it looks like this time Steve made it and he got the diamond. And he's going to get the lapis lazuli too. So there we go. We got everything we needed. And we were able to navigate both water and lava. So that's it for conditional statements. What I'd like you to do, maybe you're here in lesson 6 with loops with Ray and BB-8. And hopefully you have turned all of these solid green. You don't have any that are grayish green like this. If you want to jump ahead to the lessons that we're doing this week, you just press More here, and you can scroll down in this More menu, and you can scroll down to the part where we're working this week. And where we're going to work this week is this Conditionals section. So we're going to all do lesson 11, all of these, but you can also do 12, 13, 14, and 15, especially while loops. I might really do this because the later lessons are going to be hard without understanding while loops. So go ahead and give it a shot, and good luck on code.org.